Okay, so here's the van. It's actually parked in the street across from our house right now. Typically, I've been keeping it at my office because my neighbors don't like to see it parked on the street, I'm sure. So there's the front. And here's the door. You were talking about getting in the front. So there's the the driver's seat. And here's the dash. Hopefully you can see this. And the steering wheel. I don't think we have the cigarette lighters anymore. We took them out. There's a power port and a cigarette lighter. No one smokes, so no reason for that. Hopefully that's not something you need, but if you do, I'm sure you can replace that. As I mentioned, I think in my ad, that the radio doesn't work. At some point it started blowing the fuse. I took the fuse out, I don't know, probably 2 years ago. I've never bothered to try to get it fixed. I'm sure it's a relatively small fix, but it wasn't important to us, as all the kids use iPods and other things as well. There's this area in here for storage. One thing that this armrest, if I can get it to come around here, doesn't stay seated anymore. I've tightened it up and it seemed to work for a while. I don't know what needs to be done to get that so that it stays. That'd be a good thing to get fixed. Has cruise control, which works just fine, and it's on the steering wheel. Here's the controls for the rear and the front air conditioning. Nothing much there. So let's go around. The tires, let's see, the front tires I think have way more tread left on them than the back do, but I think there's quite a bit of tread on both of them. Let's see. So here's the back. Right back there is the rear. That's where the rear air conditioner is. And you see there's vents for the air conditioning, and if you see there's one set of vents, two sets of vents moving forward, and then the next unit there is if you want to give control over the air conditioning to the rear, to the people sitting there, they can control it, or you can control it up front. The spare tire, there's the hitch, and that's the electric hookup for the hitch in case you ever want to tow. There is the spare tire under there. I'm not sure that would, be something you'd want to replace because it's never been used. Well, I don't know, maybe that is a used tire, but it's been there for a long time. And here's this side of the van. So the doors, it's not a sliding door. The way it opens is a traditional car door. And again, here's that damage I was talking about, but it's purely cosmetic. Then there's another look at the front. And as you can see, that one stays, that armrest. There's a couple of ashtray holes that are missing. Actually, this one over here, I don't remember if those were missing when we got the van or not, but Nothing that's ever been an issue for us. That back seat holds 4, and then each of the other benches holds 3, and then there's the 2 front seats, and that's where you get the 15. And I can tell you there's been 15 people in this van many times. Here's the other seat. There's pockets on the doors for some storage. And let me stop this, and then I'll open the hood and give you a look underneath the hood. So here's underneath the hood. I think in the 11 years that we've owned this, that we've replaced the battery 2 times, and pretty sure this one's not that old, but I don't really remember how old it is. But there's where you put your windshield wiper fluid in, and your engine oil, and the air filter is in here. It's not the easiest thing to change, but I've done it myself. Most of the time I have someone else do it. The engine oil, dipstick, power steering fluid, antifreeze. That's beneath the van, and these are the metal pipes that you can't see it very well. Let's see. So those the metal rusty pipes there. Those are the ones that took the antifreeze to the rear air conditioner, and those are no longer active, but they've been replaced with the rubber hoses, and that seems to have worked really well. I think it's been 2.5 years since that was replaced. The only other major component that was replaced was the starter, and that was about a year ago. Everything else I think is original and have had very little problems. But there's a sensor underneath the vehicle. Not sure that gives you anything, but nonetheless, there it is.